I literally got to the verge of tears. The other day when Peter wasn't feeling that great, we binge watched Kara and Nate's travels of South America for about like 3 hours. And they, in Santiago, had went to this really amazing empanada place. Well, we're only a 20-minute walk away, so we are gonna go and try these empanadas. Super excited.
De barro. Una de camarón.
Y una
Una de marisco. Camarón y marisco va a ser.
That literally got to us in 5 seconds.
Yeah, I should have literally just kept rolling because he basically turned around, grabbed the order, and brought it back to Lisa.
Like it was maybe it was 7 seconds.
Barro lujo.
Sí.
Una de barro. Gracias, lujo.
Y napolitana. Sí.
Una napolitana. Barro y napolitana.
Suffer through my terrible Spanish.
There it is.
Barro. La napolitana ya va a llegar.
Muy rápido. Alright, so we arrived at El Rapido right at like the rush hour of lunch. So we were super confused that like everyone was standing and eating and I didn't know how to get our order in, so we went to the cashiers on the side and said like, do we order with you and then pay here and then ordering and then they didn't understand what we were saying. And then a really nice, I believe, Australian lady came up to me and told me how the process works so that I was like, all right, good. So then I ordered, you just like, you know, just put your finger up and you just order your empanadas. They bring it to you in like 5 to 10 seconds. And then they have a tab for you going. We didn't realize that. We tried to go and pay for it.
We had uno pino queso. Yeah, sí.
We had
Y
cuatro
Yeah.
empanadas.
So, uno napolitana.
Oh. Gracias. Ah, there we go.
There we go.
So they have a tab, and you can just grab your tab at the end, and you just pay for it on your way out. So yeah, super fast. Great little lunch spot. We got 4 empanadas for just under $10. So it's not like super affordable, but I don't know. They were really good. My favorite was probably the Napolitana, or I don't know. Basically, it looks like Napoleon. It has salmon in it, and then my other favorite was the shrimp and cheese one. But really, you have to put the toppings on, and that makes it the best. So good recommendation, Kara and Nate. Thanks so much. Glad we had a quick lunch. I like this mural. We seriously just got back from the post office. I decided to do something fun and send postcards of places that we are to people, and it was kind of a thing when we were about to go to Hawaii. Wanted to do some excursions, and Peter was like, that sounds great, but you need some extra money. And so I had this postcard idea to do 3 postcards from 3 different continents, and for $25. And it was really good. Love the response I got, and it allowed us to do two really fun things that otherwise we wouldn't have done, and that was the catamaran in Hawaii, and then the football game in Uruguay. So very, very thankful for the opportunity to do that. So this rant has nothing to do with that, because I am very thankful for those that have supported us on our trip. This is just a rant of how long it takes to do something, and a place that you're not necessarily familiar with and when you can't speak the language. All right, so I literally got to the verge of tears because, oh man, one, I'm just emotional right now, and two, just when you cannot speak the language and if someone's like not willing to try to understand you, it's just very, very frustrating. So it took us an hour and 45 minutes to get 12 postcards and enough stamps for them. Now that is not an exaggeration. All right, so what happened was we walked into the post office and, you know, you think the post office in the US is bad. All right, so we walk in and Peter had looked up online on where to buy postcards because we couldn't find any place really that had postcards. So he found that they sold them at the post office. So we get a number, and it was busy because it was lunchtime, and we were 44 numbers away from our numbers. It was kind of like the DMV. So we're sitting there for 20 to 25 minutes. Finally call our number. We're so excited. We're going to buy our postcards. We're going to buy our postcard stamps right with the same lady, and we're going to get out of there. No, because she didn't have postcards. The lady next door did. So we finally go there. But she needs cash. Well, we've been in Chile a week. We're leaving tomorrow. We hadn't pulled out cash the entire time because we were able to get by without it. So now we need cash. All right, so then we had to walk 10 minutes to the nearest ATM. We pulled out $15 worth and got charged $8 worth of fees. Good thing he got reimbursed. We finally found someone else that had different postcards that we actually liked because before, postcards in the post office we didn't like. We buy our 12 postcards, give him cash. He didn't have enough change for us, so then he had to go into the post office. He had to get change. He came back. He gave us our enough money. All right, so at this point, good. Got our postcards. Now we just need to buy the stamps. And I wanted to buy international stamps, so we have to go back in the post office. We get another number. This time it was only 11 numbers that we had to wait, so the lunch rush had died down. So we waited not that long, and we got someone else. Now, this lady wasn't that nice, so we wanted international stamps. We were going to buy 5 with credit card, and we were going to buy 7 stamps with cash. But I didn't get into all that with her. We just sold her 5. And then after we were getting those 5, then we were going to pay with cash. Then we were going to pay with credit card to get the other 7. But anyways, she's like, I'm sorry, the machine's not broken. And I'm like, okay, we don't have enough money right now at this point to buy all of our postcard stamps with cash. So she's like, it's broken. All I could understand was mallow, bad. And it was like, and we just like point, like, is there a different one? And she's like, goes on for about a minute speaking to us that we don't understand, saying how this one's bad, how, no, don't you have cash? And we say, no, we don't have enough. All this stuff. Okay, so then finally she gives us this, and so I have to put these 2. This is just a regular stamp. I have to put these 2, and I don't even know what this is. It's like a person's body, or is it like an animal? Like, it just doesn't look nice, and I wanted nice stamps, but at this point, I'm like, oh my goodness, fine, I will get these 2 stamps. So we get those. Then we go to the lady who was really nice, and she was separate from the rest of the postal mess, and she had all she sells is international postcards and postcard stamps, I think, but you can only pay with cash with her. So we walked into her, and instead we buy 7 stamps because we had enough cash for that. And they're like these really like nice looking, like have like famous stuff. They say Chile on them, like super fancy. And these were actually cheaper. Like one of these is $600 versus having to put 2 of these is $620. So it's a little bit cheaper to do these really nice ones. And then we're like, wait. And so then we ask her in our broken Spanish if we can exchange these ones for international stamps. And she says no. And I said, well, do you know if they have them? And she said that she didn't know. And I didn't want to wait and get another number. So at this point, I'm just like so frustrated. I'm like, you know what? I have enough. I can send these out, but I feel really bad for people that get these ones because I am so sorry. Like, I really, really tried. I know I even said, like, I'm going to try to get you, like, nice postcard stamps so they look nice. And I am so sorry because that's that's what we got. Then we were walking and Peter's like, oh, this guy that we bought the cards from, you know, maybe he would want to have postcard stamps that he could sell. And maybe we can, since these were a little bit extra that we don't end up needing this for, maybe we can, you know, exchange these for him for 3,000 pesos, even though this is worth 3,100 pesos. And then we can go and get these from the postcard lady. And I was like, oh, yeah, I guess we could try to do that. And so I typed something up in Google Translate and my broken Spanish, and he's not understanding and I'm not understanding, and I was just so frustrated at that point. I'm just like, it's okay. No, all right, just thank you and bye. And that was it. So, yeah. Sorry, that was a really long rant, I know. But all that to say, like, it is really difficult when you're in a country and you're trying to understand, you're trying to speak the language, and when people are nice to you and they are receptive and they're like helping you out, like, it's just like so meaningful. It means so much. And when people are rude, it's just like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know the language. If someone's like visiting the States and they don't know English and they know a different language, like, I feel like I'm just going to be so much more like trying to understand and like using hand motions and like just be understanding, because I mean, it's hard. And I am, at this point of the trip, I'm a little bit just like so excited to be able to get back and be able to have full-on conversations. Yeah. And I know Peter, he's like, stop getting so emotional. It's not that big of a deal. And it's not. Like, I'm very thankful for the travel experiences that we've been able to have. There's just something about being able to speak and understand each other in the same language that is just so meaningful. So I'm really excited to get back to that. All right, Peter, anything you want to add to my long rant?
No.
He's so done with it.
Look what he did!
Ah, it's so nice to be clean shaven. My beard was just too patchy and it just wasn't as thick as I like beards to be. So since I can't grow it right, it had to come off. It was getting long. It just didn't look good. So I like things to look neat and tidy. And this did not look neat and tidy.
You look so
with the beard.
different.
So I took it off, and yeah, it is kind of a shock at first because I've had facial hair now for so long.
It's been almost a month.
That's the longest I've ever gone without shaving. But it's just weird. It was weird feeling stuff on my face too, so I'm so relieved to have it off, but it is interesting. It's going to take some getting used to again.
It's so smooth.
But it's so neat and tidy again. It's so nice.
Just keep laughing because it's like so different. Like, I didn't realize, like, I'm like, can't tell if you look younger or older or what. It just looks so different.
And see, this doesn't work too well with her videotaping because, well, we have a light above us and it's not working very well. I'm glowing.
Your head's glowing.